Hi guys, and welcome to the latest episode of my Genk save. So I'm going to go straight into the fixtures because obviously I don't want to run over the video like on one of my previous episodes. So we left it at that live comp against Victoria Pleasant, which got us through the qualifiers. We then played Locheren and won 3-0, as you can see there. Wasn't well, we played pretty well, to be honest. We then went and played Michelin and won 5-0, even though it was more of an even game stats wise. We just dominated them. Then we played in our Champions League playoffs. We played FC Copenhagen away and lost 3-2. I mean, we both had men sent off, and annoyingly, Daniel Toja missed a penalty. And then we played Mons, who are bottom of the league, I think, and just beat them 6-0, even though they had more possession, which I don't really understand. And then we had the return leg. We had the home fixture against FC Copenhagen, where we won 3-0 with Sakuna surprising it on the score sheet. So that put us through into the group stage of the Champions League. And then to finish off the fixture so far, we beat Lierse 2-0. And yeah, I mean, we had a lot more chances in them. But to be fair, the possession in any of my games isn't particularly brilliant. So I'll just really quickly show... I'll have to go back into fixtures. I'll really quickly show the group we got put in. So we got placed with FC Basel, Shakhtar Donetsk and Man United. So if you want to leave a prediction based on how well do you think we'll be able to get out of that group, basically, that's what I want to know. It's not. I don't think it's the worst group by any means, but it's still a hard group with United and Shakhtar, and then Basel aren't too bad either, so we'll have to see how we can get on against those. But let's get into the live comm. So we've got an injury there. Kevin De Bruyne is actually coming back to match fitness. He's currently playing for the under-21s to get his match fitness back. I'm going to have to put in... Well, I can't even pronounce his name. Also, Grimmy was out injured for a while, but we've got him back. But I'm not going to put him straight back into the side because Pudil's actually playing quite well. So that should do. We've had someone who's been a bit unhappy and keeps complaining, but... yeah, I can't really bother to deal with him just getting annoyed. But let's throw him in, why not? I mean, he played... The one game I played him in, he had a 9. So let's see if he can repeat it. So I think Bruges are... Where are they, Bruges? 11th, so not doing very well. And also in the league, at the moment, we yet to concede a goal. So now I'm doing a live comm. We are bound to concede, basically. So I look to switch off, that's great. I've started to get a bit more... feedback when I do my team talk. So if I win quite comfortably and I say I'm very pleased with how they've played, I just need to turn it down because I speed it right when I'm playing. Yeah, they've started to react a little bit more, which is quite good. One more, yeah, that'll do. So yeah, we're bound to concede because we haven't yet, and I'm doing a live comms, and everything bad seems to happen when I live comm. So as you've seen with the Norwich save, I mean, I've lost both games that I've live commed, and then won games I didn't really deserve to off camera, I suppose. So Bardo was a nice work into Sakuna, who I'm just giving a run in the side, and Toja just blasts wide. He's actually got pretty good long shots, I think, but he hasn't really scored too many screamers yet. I'm not going to jinx it because I do want him to get a few goals, as he's got pretty good stats and he's a pretty good player. But one of the players who I've been most impressed with is probably our right back, Anil. He's getting a lot of interest from other clubs, and I think that the whole team in general has been pretty solid. I haven't really had anyone particularly that's been playing terribly, so that's always nice to have a full squad of people who are performing reasonably well. And Grimmy was playing really well at the start of the season, our left back, and it kind of shows how well our players are doing when he comes back from an injury layoff, and I don't really want to put him back in the team because the replacement that we put in, Pudil, he's played very well. So yeah, there's a lot of options at the moment because everyone's doing quite well, and even the keeper. I thought the keeper might be a bit unpredictable, but he seems to have pretty good handling. I mean, when people have quite long range shots and usually they spill it, he tends to be quite good. I mean, he tends to hold quite a lot of shots and crosses, which is quite useful because I've set up to counter basically. We can set up counter attacks quite well because he's managed to retain possession of the ball. So 24 minutes in, we haven't really had any fantastic chances yet. So Hubert to Pudil, down the line to Barda, who just pass inside to Highland, back to our centre halves again, and then O'Neill's going to bomb on. I've got him set to attack and to cross often, so inside to the grumpy person, and then square it. And is that? I thought that was an own goal, but no, Ogunjimi again. I mean, we're having so much luck with having O'Neill playing as a attacking. I think he's set to wing back attack, and he's just bombing on, and the amount of times that he's put crosses in. I mean, I'll have a look at his assists after. I mean, he must have a few by now. He seems to settle quite a few, which I knew he was a good player, but he's exceeding my expectations. And they whip in a corner, which is cleared. It goes back to the corner taker, and usually that's offside, but no. Neto fires against the defender and takes it right out wide before squaring it back to Janssens, out to Evans, and Janssens just puts it wide. So yeah, I need to just try not to put my cursor in the way a lot. So Toja out to Barda, he bursts into the box, and it's out for a corner. Toja's going to put it in, and on the front post, Hubert thought he's got quite a bit of luck off the corner glitch. He wasn't initially my first choice, but we had, I think it was, I don't know how to pronounce his name, it's that Torben Jonna Leit or something. He's been playing quite badly, but so I threw in Hubert, but then I think Saar has been either away on international duty or something like that, so we haven't been able to play him recently. But they're both pretty good. I mean, pretty solid in general. Am I having no effect on them now? That was a pointless team talk. I might bring on, Vossen. Vossen's got very good stats at one of our other strikers. He's got finishing 17. Oh, there we go. Barda, 2-0. No stopping that. Apparently suspicions of offside. Let's have a look. So Neil, play it into Tozu, play it through to Barda. How would the suspicions of offside there? I have no idea. He clearly played on with about 4 people. So Evans to Foley, hopefully not Kevin Foley from Wolves, and then Rudy. Yeah, that probably counts as Rudy. That's a bad shot. Give it to about 60 odd minutes, and then I'll probably throw someone else on. So Pudel plays a short throw into Barda, and the defender comes across, intercepts, and puts out for yet another corner. So Hubert will be looking for this, and he doesn't get anywhere near it. And they'll look to counter now. I mean, they've got quite a lot of free players. So Foley to Neto, and Kennedy Nwanganga, is that, yeah? Who's been the one that's been moaning. I've just decided to play him a bit because I think he wanted regular football, but he's only 20, so I didn't really want to promise him regular football. So he wanted contract termination, but I rejected it. I put him on the transfer list, and then he applied for his contract to be terminated. And whenever I go into private chat with him, he's very much like that. He doesn't feel like he can work at the club anymore, blah blah blah, and he doesn't let you respond to him. But there we go. I'm going to take off Sakuna because he's not really doing much, and put on Vossen, seeing as he doesn't seem to be scoring. I mean, I think he scored a penalty when we won 6-0 or 5-0. He scored the last goal, and apart from that, he's not scored for me, I don't think. So it'd be nice to get him scoring a couple of goals. So Rudy on the edge of the area to Neto, and Dominic Foley's offside, thankfully. Yeah, I want Vossen to get on the score sheet here, to be honest. So Nangwanga back to O'Neill, and Pewd on the back post, and he should have finished that. And that was a great ball to the back post. He was in acres of space. See Hubert again on the near post, sticking his head on the line. So Highland is absolutely knackered. So Van den Boer's going to throw him back on. And what? He just kicked that out for a throw. Why did he just do that? That's got to be the stupidest defending I've ever seen. That was a yard into their half, and apparently he's clearing it. He's not taking any chances. That makes no sense. So Barda into Ogunjimi. Back to Pudel. He's going to whip a ball in, hopefully. Yep, to Barda. Vossen doesn't quite get there. Tozer back to Nangwanga, and the keeper managed to hold on to it. And I'm going to make our final sub. I'm going to take off Nangwanga and put on Buffel. Buffal's reasonably good, but he's quite old, so he seems to tire quite quickly. So there we are, 2-0, comfortable win, and a few look delighted. Fair enough. So that keeps us top. So as you can see, I'll just skip it on 1 to let the Pro League table change. think we were expected to like do a lot better there, but there we are. So as you can see, we're top of the table, 2 points clear in front of Club Brugge. 1-5 drawn 1, 4-18, and we're yet to concede, which I'm sure will end soon. But there we are. So the fixtures for the next month will be, first game will be away to Shakhtar in the Champions League, which will be a tough game. Then we have got Ghent at home, then KV Kortrijk, I don't know how to pronounce it. Then we have got Anderlecht at home and Basel at home in the Champions League again. So the next live comm will be away to STVV, who I have no idea who they are in the Pro League. So yeah, leave a prediction for the STVV game, and if you really want to, you could always hazard a guess at how we're going to fare against Shakhtar and Basel, because those are quite big games. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and yeah, all aboard the Genk Bus.